I've met a lot of pregnant women who are concerned about whether they can actually breastfeed, and many of you will have maybe known somebody who struggled with breastfeeding, maybe somebody who just found it the most horrendous experience of their life and really encountered loads of difficulties. And I can understand that it's very easy to begin to think negatively about breastfeeding, and some women actually don't even want to give it a go because of that reason. And this, I feel, is really understandable. And especially in our country, historically, we haven't had a lot of breastfeeding education for midwives and health visitors. And you can imagine if your health professional doesn't have that knowledge to help you when you encounter a difficulty, then you do stand very little chance of being able to go forward. But the great news is that breastfeeding education is now firmly on the agenda for health professionals, and it is a slow process, but gradually midwives and health visitors are gaining that knowledge that they need to be able to support mothers. And there are so many avenues of support that historically we didn't see. And so health professionals and mothers now are beginning to be much better equipped to be able to understand how breastfeeding works and how to get it off to a good start, and also to be able to identify problems and how to rectify them. But I do want to say that it doesn't mean that you won't get conflicting advice. And this is the problem that we have at the moment, where a breastfeeding mother will go and speak to a doctor or a health visitor or a midwife or a peer supporter or breastfeeding counsellor, and you can line up a number of people and get different ideas. And many women are actually Googling as well and trying to find out the information on the internet. So there is conflicting information out there, and it's really because we are in a transitional time, I feel, where we've got old ideas mixed in with the new and a whole load of myths on top. So it is difficult for mothers, and that's why it's good to learn as much as you can about breastfeeding. But I certainly want to encourage you that there are trained individuals, whether it's a midwife or health visitor or breastfeeding counsellor or lactation consultants like myself, who do have information for you and do have help and support. And that's one of the reasons why I've put together this whole series of videos to combat a lot of the myths and to put everything in one place. One of the best things you can do is to gain as much understanding of breastfeeding as you can before the birth. Have a good look at the videos that I've put together in this package, and book into an antenatal class with your local midwives, because you'll get a good lot of information there. And you may want to bob along to one of your local breastfeeding drop-ins, have a good chat to breastfeeding mothers there as well. And I do want to stress that although breastfeeding is a natural thing, you and your baby are hardwired to do it, but there is a learning element to it. In the first few weeks, you and your baby will be learning together. So it's good to get all that information around positioning and ways to know that your baby is getting enough milk. These are all reasons why women struggle particularly, and that information will really help you to go forward with breastfeeding. And please understand that your baby's pattern of feeding will change over the days and weeks and months, and there will be many other hurdles that you come across, and breastfeeding is often blamed for a lot of these things, but knowing that information, getting that information and the skilled support as well is a powerful combination to help you to overcome any struggle that you might have.